Hello everyone, got another testimony video today. This one comes from Jim W. He is roughly 90 years old now, a little over 90, and he grew up in West Texas. He had a lifelong friend, and his friend and his dad would go to the Gulf Coast in a fishing boat. Nothing crazy, just as, obviously seaworthy. Nothing you would spend months or whatever. You're not going to cross the Atlantic in or whatever, but just a little fishing boat you take off to the coast, and go fishing. They did that every year. Well, when they were 16 and 17 years old, respectively, his friend's dad, offered to take Jim with them. And so his friend's dad, his friend, and Jim went on the fishing trip, and they were roughly 12 to 13 hours in their fishing trip. So this is 12 or 13 hours from shore, I'm guessing. A really bad, nasty storm kind of snuck up on them, and they obviously had life vests with the waves and stuff and everything. The way they were, it was pretty terrifying. I don't know if you've ever been on a boat or ever seen it. When you get caught in a bad storm and the waves are beating everything, it's really crazy. I personally have a fear of that, so you won't catch me anywhere near the ocean. But anyway, so the way he described it to me is the storm and the waves were so bad that the life vest isn't going to do a whole lot for you. And in the storm process, Jim and his friend fell overboard. Now, Jim's friend and Jim's friend's dad were both born again, saved Christians. They were one of the brethren. Matter of fact, I can't wait to get there. I want to meet both of these people. Anyway, so Jim's dad, overcome with the Holy Spirit. There's only one life ring thing, it's like a ring with the, you throw it out and they grab onto it and you pull them in. There was only one, and there was only enough time to get one of the boys. One of the boys were going to be lost in the wave. It's a horrible, sad situation, but it's inevitable. Jim's dad's friend, overcome with the Holy Spirit, made a decision to throw that ring to Jim and not that man's own son. Reason being, he knew that his son was saved and that he was going to go to heaven. Jim was not, and would have went to hell. Remember, they were 16 and 17 years old respectively at the time, and that changed his whole life. He said he was tore up about it, and it was horrible. They went back in. They never found Jim's friend, but the result of that, it completely transformed the whole house. Jim says his mom and dad started going to church, his brothers and sisters, his whole family started going to church. They all got saved. And then as Jim became an adult, he went to seminary and became a preacher. And he was a Baptist preacher for years. I'm talking like 45 years before he finally retired and couldn't work anymore. And it's an amazing testimony that, the Holy Spirit, man, God, like, wow. Could you do that? Just think about it. Your son is in turbulent waves. You see him and his friend go over, and like, his friend is not saved. Your son is. I can't say that I'd make the same decision, and that would be rough. God, man. It's crazy, isn't it? I can sit here and say in dry land and the heat, oh yeah, but honestly, I don't know if I could. Man, that's rough. But I guess the Holy Spirit tells you to, that's what you're going to do, right? It's an amazing testimony to God's power and sovereign will. His will be done. It's a good thing, because that man taught me quite a bit about God at an early age. All right, guys, as usual, thank you for watching my video. If you have an amazing God story, testimony that shows off God's power, like Jim's story did, send it to me. There'll be an email address specially made just for people's testimonies in the comments and the description and stuff. I want to hear them, and I want to put them on videos. I want people to see the power of God. So many of these little stories like that happen so much, and they're so frequent, they're everywhere, and they never get told. Isn't that a tragedy? That God's miracles never get told. Nobody ever knows. One day everybody will, but what a tragedy that nobody knows. And that's what I want to bring to light. So if you got an amazing God story, send it to me in the email, in the comments, or the description. I would love to put it on here. Thank you.